Hello, this is XStarKillerX here, and welcome to my first World of Warcraft top 10 countdown. So in this countdown, I'm going to be going through my personal top 10 favourite abilities for a Windwalker monk. So let's get right into it. Number 10, Tiger's Eye Brew. Now this can only be used as a Windwalker, and it consumes up to 10 stacks of Tiger's Eye Brew to increase damage and healing done by 6% per stack for 15 seconds. For each 40 you consume, you will gain a Tiger's Eye Brew, and you can have a maximum of 20 stacks. So the reason that I like this ability is because it is really useful if you get into a tight spot. You can save up your stacks, and then it will be able to heal you for a good amount of HP, possibly saving you and give you a bit of a damage boost as well. Combo this with some other abilities, and this is pretty badass. So let's move on to the next one. Number 9, Flying Serpent Kick. Now this ability can again only be used in Windwalker. This will cause you to soar forward through the air at a very high speed for 2 seconds. When you use it, when it is active, you will land, dealing 53% weapon damage to all enemies within 8 yards and slowing them by 70% for 4 seconds. It also has a wide range of abilities. It increases your actual speed by 400%. You unfortunately are unable to control your character while using this ability, but that doesn't really matter. You pacify and silence any enemies you hit. It will float on water, and it is just pretty badass. So the reason I like this is when you use it far away, you can zoom in and do an initial bit of damage before you start the main fight. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. Number 8, Spinning Crane Kick. Now this can be used by any class in Monk, but you have to be in Crane Stance, Serpent Stance, Ox Stance or Tiger Stance in order to use. This attack will cause you to spin round for 40 energy per second, I do believe. And it does a variety of different things depending on what class you are. For me, this is Windwalker, so it will deal a certain amount of damage every 2.25 seconds within 8 yards. Also, it's really good as well because if you are a Mistweaver, you can also use this to heal multiple enemies, partners at once. And it's just great if you've got a larger pack of enemies around you. You can use this ability, and you'll be able to do some pretty decent damage towards them all. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Number 7. Blackout Kick. Now in order to use this ability, you can be any class of monk, and it does cost 2 chi to use. This attack will do a kick which will do a certain amount of damage, and in Windwalker, which is what we're talking about here, if you're behind the target, you will do an additional 30% of damage over 4 seconds, and if you're in front of the target, you'll instantly be healed for 30% of the damage done. That is one of the reasons why I really love this attack. Also, it's just like a great intermediate attack between your more powerful ones are gaining their cooldowns. So it's just a great move overall. So let's move on to the next one. Number 6, the Touch of Karma. Now this ability can only be used in Windwalker. Now the reason that I like this is for what it does. All that damage that you take is redirected to the enemy target as nature damage over 6 seconds. Damage cannot exceed 50% of your maximum health, and this ability will last for 10 seconds. So using a ability like this is obviously because it can help you in a tight spot. If you're getting hit quite a lot, you can use this Touch of Karma, and it will reflect quite a bit of the damage back at them. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Number 5, the Rising Sun Kick. Now this can only be used in Windwalker and Mistweaver specs, and it costs 2 chi to use. Now this attack will do a set amount of damage, but also if you are a Windwalker, it will reduce the effectiveness of healing to the target that you just hit by for 10 seconds, which is pretty cool. And it will cause all enemies within 8 yards to take 20% increased damage from your abilities for the next 15 seconds. So this is a very useful ability for doing that, reducing defenses, and it also does quite a decent amount of damage as well. Number 4, Storm, Earth and Fire. This will summon a elemental spirit which will attack by your side and copy your abilities that will use. You can have a maximum of 2 spirits at the same time, attacking multiple targets. A single spirit will attack your body, obviously reducing your damage and its damage and your damage by 30%. And if you summon another one, it will reduce damage by 45%. But this is compromised in my opinion because you are doing the extra damage by the other 2 spirits. So yeah, I just love this ability because obviously it gives you a bit of help in battle. Number 3, Roll. Now this is just an extremely useful ability all around, and I believe it's available on all monk classes. Basically what this ability is, you use it and you will roll forward a set distance which can be increased by glyphs. and can increase the number of rolls that you can do in succession as well by certain talents, I do believe. This is just an extremely useful ability to get out of tight spots. Number 2, Fists of Fury. Now this costs 3 chi to use and is only available for Windwalker monks. This will pummel all targets in front of you, stunning them as well, dealing a set amount of damage every 1 second for 4 seconds. Damage is also reduced to you during the time of this ability. It is just an exceptionally good ability to be able to use when there is a lot of things around you, as it won't only cause a lot of damage, it will also stun them, making it a very useful skill. And number 1, the Touch of Death. Now this ability is OP, that is the only thing I can really say about it. This is exclusive to all monks and will cost 3 chi to use. It will instantly kill any creature that has less HP than you do. So if you are one of these people who has got an exceptionally large amount of HP, you could probably one-hit some bosses. Yeah. That's why this figure is awesome, and that's why I love it. Okay, that is it for this countdown. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to punch that like button, leave a comment down below, and also subscribe. Also, remember to follow me on Twitter, which is going to be linked down below, as always. So, last thing to say, I've been X.Collects, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye!